Hello divas, dudes, and dolls, I'm Kira Couture, and welcome back to my idyllic, ironic, and iconic little review show, Very Slay, where we go over each and every main stage runway look on Drag Race Thailand Season 3. The runway theme this week was the iconic celebrity tribute looks, or historical figures, either way, but looks that are immediately readable as those particular people. So we have 6 looks to go over today. I thought this was a pretty solid runway overall, one of the better ones of the season. So before we get into these looks, here's how the show works. If I think that it got the job done, met the brief, but wasn't anything impressive, we give it an okay. If I loved it, it's a slay. And if I thought it was a miss, it's an A. And that's all in efforts to find my weekly slay of the day, my favorite look of the whole episode, which will go head to head against Nani Sphera's Love is Blind look to battle it out to be my slay of the season. Whichever look holds that top spot in a few weeks when we have crowned a new winner will get an illustration from me, and that illustration can be found through sneak peeks and early access over on my Patreon starting at the $3 tier level. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all those lovely little things to keep all kinds of drag TV fashion coverage in your subscription feeds. We will see you all very shortly over in the other scene to start talking about these looks, so let's just knock it out and get it done with. Alrighty, starting us off this week, we have ZP as Madonna. I think the look in terms of the fashion element here, some of the fabric choices are different, which I think works still. Like, it's still definitely read as Madonna instantly. I didn't really care for her makeup. I think it just didn't read as Madonna-y as it could have. The hair is correct for the look. I think the silhouette is right. I really appreciate that she did the cone bra corset with the little straps, but then still had the pants with it too. But it's a slightly different fit on the pant that I think is more flattering on ZP. My one thing is I just did not care for the fabric that she used for the top. That's the only complaint that I had with this look, but otherwise it was really solid. I'm gonna give her a soft slay. Then we have Godland, who's giving us Marsha P. Johnson. And I thought, as a concept, this was a really beautiful idea, really beautiful tribute. I loved the headpiece, the flowers in the hair. I thought was really, really well done. And I think that very much read as Marsha. The dress itself isn't anything to write home about. I think it is like a pretty dress. There's something about the way she performed it that the judges clocked her on that, you know, she doesn't have like the joy that Marsha P. Johnson's always known for when you see her in photos, smiling and like living life to the fullest. To me, I think that's the biggest miss of the whole thing, is that this look, she delivered it very straight, just like a fashion moment. And there was an opportunity for her to really like do something really celebratory that she didn't do. So I'm gonna give her look an okay this week. Then up next we have Spicy Sunshine, who is doing a Kylie Minogue moment here. And honestly, I don't know what's happening with Spicy because I really like this look a lot. Like last week I thought it was the best look she'd done so far, but this look far and away is the best look she's delivered. Obviously, I think there are some details that she missed out on. I think the headpiece could have been different and what could have been stronger. Detailing and embellishment work on the bodysuit could have been done in a way that was a little more tasteful and not as like kind of bland. And I think that the tail could have been done in a more dynamic way in terms of shape. That being said, this is a marked improvement from the vast majority of her looks that we've seen up to this point, and I was really impressed with it, so I'm gonna give her a slay. Then up next we have Gigi Ferocious, who unfortunately we did have to say goodbye to this week, but this look, what a look to leave on. This Rihanna Met Gala, I think it's 2014 tribute look. She like nailed this. The fabric choice is literally exact. This is the closest thing you could get to the actual garment. The color looks gorgeous on her. The styling is great. The coat's wonderful. This is like impeccably done. She gives me like ultra uber femininity in the way that she moves and performs. This is phenomenal. It's a slay. Then up next we have Nani Sphera, who is also doing Madonna, and this look is a tribute to the Vogue music video and the Vogue VMAs performance at the same time. I loved that she did 2-in-1 moment. I loved that she had this giant hair wig situation with the ship built into it. I think what I enjoyed most about this look though was that she took the reference and did it in a way that was still very clearly Madonna, but she tweaked it to make it into her vision, her aesthetic. And it's a risk. It's a definite risk to go that route because, you know, sometimes they're just looking for a straight recreation of the look. But this immediately read as both of the looks that she was going for. I do think the look underneath is not as exciting as the look on top, but it's still really solid. I'm gonna give her a slay. And then finally, we have our challenge winner this week, Frankie Wonga. I'm so excited has gotten her second win. I loved this look. There was a Karl Lagerfeld tribute. Karl Lagerfeld is a famously like kind of problematic guy, but I think what she did with the look here is immediately readable as him. The cat inclusion all throughout the look is like a fun spin on it. I think the look in terms of like the garment itself, it is a little underwhelming compared to other things we've seen from her up to this point in the competition, but the challenge of this week is to deliver a look that is immediately readable as the figure that they're trying to portray. And she absolutely smashed it out of the park. The second I saw the cat under the arm, I didn't even see the glasses or the hair or the suit silhouette or anything. I immediately knew she was doing Karl Lagerfeld. This was really successful to me. I think the win was really well deserved, but I will say I do not think this was the strongest look on the runway. So I'm still gonna give it a slay, but I hope that maybe this is just like a safer runway for her, and she's got something to really impress us next time. Alrighty, now it's time to pick my slay of the day, my favorite look of the week, and I think ultimately I have to give it to Gigi. As much as I love Nani Spheria's Madonna moment, I think this Rihanna fantasy is the most, in terms of like accuracy, the most on theme. And on top of that, she still had to make some tweaks to the design or some tweaks to the presentation because she doesn't do body and she doesn't have like the body that Rihanna has. She's not super curvy. But I still think this was incredibly flattering. Now, let's take this look and put it head to head against Nani Sphera. And again, as much as I loved Miss Gigi and as sad as I am to see her go and that we won't get to see more looks like this going forward in the competition, I do think that Nani is going to hold out that top spot. And there's only a few episodes left before we have a brand new winner to the Drag Race Pantheon. So I can't wait. I can't wait to have another season off the books and completed. We will see you all in the next one. As always, be sure again to like, comment, subscribe, all those lovely little things. Follow me on all socials if you're feeling nasty. And while we're at it, be sure to go out there, stay kind, stay queer, and make sure that your day is very slay.